Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. I put the microphone on. I just came back. I went out and had lunch with my friend. Let me pull my coffee over here. Made my coffee. Cafe mocha and French vanilla. I did not put any Cool Whip or cherries or anything. I just went straight up plain like the old days. So good. All right, so it's Monday, 2:45. I have been Marie Kondoing my apartment. So yesterday I started in the back and I went through every drawer, every cabinet, everything. And I went right through the apartment. And I bet you I went out to that dumpster probably a dozen times. I got rid of like all the little, for the most part, okay, all the little trinkety kinds of things. I got rid of some pictures that I had up on the wall. I moved some things around on the wall. I got rid of some books that Sky had that knew I could donate, that again, that his kids don't want, and I would not read, but I kept all the Gallic books that are pertinent and definitely all of the Buddhist books. So today I cleaned the two closets, the two bedroom closets and the linen closet, neatened, organized, straightened, like everything's like in a row. And then I started cleaning. So I vacuumed the whole house. I Windexed everything that was glass aside from the windows. And then I scrubbed the bathroom till it shines. And I scrubbed the 3 vinyl floors. So all I have left is the dusting, which will take me like 20 minutes. And then I have to clean the kitchen. That will be 20 minutes. So that's what's left, just the dusting in the kitchen. And then I can say that I've got it done and I'm good until spring. Welcome to November. It's November 4th. Welcome to the Wayward Widow. My name is Poet. I am the Wayward Widow. I was in a relationship for 13 years and my partner passed away in February. And then I was on my own for 6 months and then I met someone new. And we are in week number 12 to see how this relationship works. I'll show you my turtle. I love diamond art or gem art, depending on what you want to call it. The turtle's done. I'm working now on the white. You can see I did the white there and the white there. So all this around here will all be white. That's what I'm doing right now. That's the last of it. And then tonight we're going to go see a show about trees. That starts at 7. I'm nursing a head cold, sinus cold, something. It's on its way out, but it took about like more than a week between my ears crackling, from it going to my nose, to my throat, to my chest. And now I am fighting with a UTI. Thank you very much. So I broke out the urinary pain pills, took a double dose because this thing hit fast and hard, and some antibiotics. So I will recover. I want to show you what I got from Temu. I think I talked about the meditation tea set that I ordered from Temu. Here's the teapot. I think this is so pretty. So pretty. I just absolutely love this teapot. And it has the little screen tea holder. And we're just going to put tea bags, green tea bags in there with not loose tea. And it came with 6 cups, little mini, the little small ones. They're only this big, with the mountains and the Bodhi tree. So there's 6 cups. I just have 2 on the tray, one for me and one for the man I'm seeing. And then here's the tray. Comes with this little tray. And we're going to do tea meditation. Right now he's spending a couple days at his house doing some woodworking work. And so I'm taking this time to deep clean my apartment and get rid of the things that I no longer need, the things I've outgrown. I said I Marie Kondoed my apartment. I also Marie Kondoed my freezer and Marie Kondoed my refrigerator and my silverware set and the whole 9 yards. I have Marie Kondoed everything. If it doesn't bring me joy and it gets on my nerves, it went out. So that's that. What else did I not talk about? I'm trying to remember because I did a couple of videos and then I deleted them. So I'm not sure what is on, what you've heard and what you haven't heard. I have, what do I have upcoming? I have the show tonight at 7. I have, on the 19th, I have an appointment with my health insurance broker lady. She has an office now also in our area, in my area. So I'm going to go talk to her about maybe possibly changing my plan. We'll see where that takes me. That's on the 19th. The 26th, I go see my PCP about changing my benzo back to my PCP instead of my psychiatrist and dropping both counseling and psychiatry. My counselor, I only talk with her once a month for 30 minutes. So I really feel like I'm at the end of counseling. Like at some point, for some people, for some of us, we get to the end of counseling. And I also have one-on-one compassionate care groups that I can call, someone I could call if I have a moment. You know, I could use them for another 4 months. They gave me 13 months of around the clock, you know, care. I can also go over to our mental health society once a month and I can sit in with a group of widows and widowers if I feel I need to do that. So there's help around me. There's also the hospice group that I can use for another 4 months. If I choose to do that, I can talk on the phone to people. So what I want to talk a little bit about today is what it feels like, what the fears are. When I just talked about the fears of when you lose someone and what you go through and what that feels like. And right now I just want to talk for a few minutes about the fears that I've gone through and the thoughts and all that when you meet someone new. So about the 6-month mark of me being on my own, I went on a dating app and I met someone, and we are now in our 12th weeks together, 3 months. We've hit the 3-month mark by the end of this week, which I don't know where that time went, but it went. And so what are my fears at, you know, the age of, in my 66th year and having been widowed early this year? What are my fears? Do I even have any? I have a couple. Well, I think my biggest one is the fear of being a widow again. You know, when you're older and you meet someone older, and the man that I'm seeing is, he'll turn 69 in February. So he'll roll into his 70th year. And it depends on, you know, how your health is overall and the roll of the dice and all that as to how long we're going to be here on this earth. But I do have that thought of, you know, what if I end up being a widow again? So that's one, but that's only because I just was a widow. Otherwise, I wouldn't be thinking along those lines. I would just be in a relationship and I wouldn't be thinking about being a widow. However, I will say that if that was to ever happen again, if I was to move ahead in this relationship to engagement and marriage, and he was to pass away, I believe I would handle it a whole lot better, more, let's see, is better the word? I would be more prepared. I would be prepared, more prepared than I was when Sky passed away. Because then it would be familiar. Not a familiarity that I would want, but it would be familiar. And then, depending on my age, I most likely will stay alone. Meet some girlfriends and, go out for lunch now and then or a coffee, and that would be the end of that. So the other fear is, did I give myself enough time to grieve? And I realized that I'm never going to have enough time to grieve. I'm always going to have these moments that are going to pop up. A certain song, a certain place, a certain book, a certain movie, a certain something is going to bring a memory back. So there's no ending of grief, So I don't fear that, oh, did I not take enough time? There's never going to be enough time. Sky's always going to be in my heart. I guess just being okay in this relationship and knowing what I want and adjusting to a new person and going day by day and trying to catch up with my world and my life at this point. When you're with someone and they're really, really sick at the beginning of the year, right? And every year when it rolls around into the next year, I've said for the last, I think since 2020, before Sky got sick, I said, this is going to be my year, 2020. And then it wasn't. 2021, I'm like, this is going to be my year. I don't know what I thought was going to happen. 2022, 2023, 2024. I don't think I bothered to say this is going to be my year because Sky was really ill in January and then he passed in February. And then, so it was my year, but it was my year for absolute, like I went through, going to talk about emotions. I went through them all of them. And then spending time on my own and figuring everything out and goodness. And then meeting someone new and then learning all that in a year. And then you start to look at time and you start to look at time frames and you start to look at what is time. And time is a concept. Sky would always say there's no such thing as time. Poet, don't worry about time. Sky never wore a watch, ever. He would not wear a watch. Time is a concept, he said always. There's no yesterday. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as tomorrow. We just go. We just be. And we were given this idea of time so that we knew when to be at the doctor's office or when to be at work or when to see a show or whatever. But there's no actual such thing as time. We just are and we just get through it. So when I think about my age, and again, age is a number, I am probably, this is going to sound funny because it's going to sound like I'm saying the opposite. But I think I'm healthier now, right now, than I probably ever have been. Aside from the anxiety and the panic, which has not changed. And I'll talk about that in my next video. But I am walking every single day. And I'm talking like 5,000 plus steps. I'm sitting meditation, which is Zen. I'm sitting Zen. I'm learning Tai Chi. I'm now I think I'm close to a week in learning the first set of movements of Tai Chi. The man I'm seeing, he has been doing Tai Chi for 24 years and Chinese Kung Fu. And in the beginning, in his first number of years, he was going 3 times a week for an hour. And now he goes once every other week for just like constantly refreshing the movements and balance and all that. So I'm doing Tai Chi, drinking green tea, drinking lots of water. moving my body through dance in ways that I haven't in years. My skin is better. My concentration is better. I think is better. My hair is continuing to grow. Thank goodness. It was like here when Sky passed away. So I've got a decent amount of length. It's still pretty thin. And I think that just goes with my age and all that. But I just was at the eye doctor a couple days ago. I got my eyes tested for glasses and for contacts. And my eyes are healthy. I have no cataracts or glaucoma or anything like that. So my eyes are healthy. My vision changed a little bit. And so they ordered me a trial pair of contact lenses that will come in by about Friday. And then I'm going to try them for a few days. And if they work, if it's the right script, then I'm going to get a tinted pair, some tinted ones like an aqua. And so I did get that done, so I know that's okay. I wear glasses for distance, and then for up close like here, I just don't need anything at all. So I feel like physically I feel better than I have because I'm doing more. I'm doing. Sometimes I have a fear that meeting someone new is all a dream and that it's not going to work. And of course I want it to work. There's bumps, along the way, but there's always going to be bumps. It doesn't matter whether you're alone, you're with someone for 20 years, 10 years, we're just always going to be bumps. Try to do anything without a bump and let me know how that works for you because I want to know how to do that. Sometimes I just get scared of being alive. I get scared of the what ifs of, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, am I okay? The other night when my cold was at its worst, my oxygen was at 93, which it never is. I'm always 99. I do a lot of deep breathing with my meditation. I'm very conscious of my lungs. And when it was 93, it was a little bit scary for me, So anyway, so sometimes I get scared of being alive for fear of what's next. I got the eye doctor done. That's paid for. I just have to either pick another pair of glasses. I got my prescription, so I can go down to Walmart Vision Center and pick another pair of glasses, or get the contact lenses, which I would prefer to go over to the contact lenses. I'm not using my phone near as much as I did. I watch very few videos now. I just do more walking, sitting meditation, more reading. We watch a lot of movies in the evening, and we watch Gaia, this app called Gaia, Gaia. I talked about it before. It's a lot of self-help, mind, learning about your mind and body and all that. It's fascinating. So my fears are the getting older, the things that I didn't think about before. This doesn't even have all to do with being in a relationship, but like carrying the laundry basket down the steps. My laundry is in the entryway downstairs. The building I'm in has 4 units per building. So there's 4 apartments, 2 second floor, 2 first floor. And the first floor, there's a laundry room on either side. So I have a washer and dryer. That's just mine, that only I use, right? And my neighbor downstairs, he has a washer and dryer that he never uses because he sends his clothes out for dry cleaning. And but I carry the wash basket down the steps. And sometimes I get this panic fear that I'm going to fall all the way down the steps. Or just some weird, I don't know what, I'm going to fall in the shower. I don't know what's with that. But you start to get older, and if you get the mindset of, oh my gosh, I'm older, something's going to happen, something will happen, so don't do that. Get the mindset of, I'm not older, I'm experienced. I'm just experienced, because I am. I've learned a lot. I can say that I'm content, but I will say that my panic attacks and my anxiety disorder has heightened, full blown, through the roof, this whole year. I'm dreaming the weirdest, like everything in color, weird things. I'm falling off cliffs. Like my whole body's jumping. I'm talking out loud. I'm talking whole sentences and conversations. There's a lot of weirdness to what's happening to me now. I'm almost thinking that I'm shedding an old skin and I'm being reborn in this winter season. This is it for me. This last section of life, it's like the last slice of the pizza. That's where I feel like I am. The last slice of the pizza, sitting in the box. That's me right now. And there's a lot, like I want to do it all now, right? Did you ever get to that point where you get old enough to go, I don't care what people think about me, I want to do it all? That's kind of where I'm at. So I'm scared a lot. I panic quicker than usual. I'm more anxious than usual, but I try to hide it better. And so I have a few fears being in a new relationship. One, I don't want it to go away. Two, I don't want him to die. I don't want to be a widow again. I don't want to fall down the steps carrying the laundry basket. I don't want to fall in the shower. I want to have time to do things and see things. I want to get my nose pierced. There's a piercing, a tattoo shop. It's run by women. And I believe they know what they're doing. So I want to get my nose pierced. I want to get my tinted lenses if I can afford them. That could be my Christmas gift. My nails tend to break a little more than I like. So I have to look up and see like what's with that. It's a collagen thing maybe, I don't know. But I want to try press-on nails, something small. Press-on nails so that I have like decent fingernails. Just the things I didn't do before. You know what I mean? Just the things I didn't do before. I never got a pedicure, ever. And just the thought of it is kind of like a little bit weird. And I don't even know where I would go around here. Like I don't even know where the shops are for something like that. My hair is so thin that I thought about extensions, but extensions are god-awful expensive. But you can buy stuff online and you can get the hair strands and the little bead things so I'm thinking about maybe that just as like a little bit of filler for my hair. I don't know. You get older, you think all these crazy things like, oh, I'd like to try this, that, or the other thing. But more importantly is I'd like to have a car. But then it's like car payment, car insurance, car registration, gas in the car maintenance, car inspection. And I'm going, I've gone 4 months without a car and I've survived. So 24 minutes, I'm going to go. Fear, yes. Am I working with it? I'm trying. There's so much I want to do. I can't believe I've made it to, I've had the privilege of making it into my 66th year. It's a privilege. It's a gift. It's a privilege. If we make it this far, it's a privilege to live this long. The world's changing fast. There's a lot going on in the world. It's not good. So there's a lot of positive vibes being sent out and a lot of prayer. And tomorrow is election day. I'm not going to say anything more other than I voted, and that's all I'm going to say. Tomorrow will be very interesting for the world. And Lori Conway, Crazy Busy Mama, Conway Adventures, she has a voting prayer up, a video. You might want to check it out. I'm going to go. I have to walk up to the store and pick up something for dinner, something quick and easy. Or as Sky would say, something quick and dirty. Because we are going to be going out. The doors open at 6:30 at this place where we're going. And it's about a 15-minute drive and then get parked. So like we'll leave here like 6:10 to get over there, get parked, walk over and get in the venue for 6:30. And so I'm going to go. Take care of yourselves. I have pretty much caught up on Messenger. There's a couple more people I want to talk with. I got really behind when I was sick. And so I'm catching up. So if I didn't catch up with you, no offense. But I'm still kind of like things catch in my throat, you know. But thank you for being there. You guys are amazing. I love you to pieces. And I mean that. Take care of yourselves. Go inch by inch. And will I be back tomorrow? I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about anxiety and we'll talk about panic. And we'll talk about how to manage. Yeah, that's what we'll talk about tomorrow. All right, see ya.